Oh, you have a much better camera.
Driving the car from Colorado, I would say that's
Is it? Sure.
We are writing paperwork for this individual who was selling meat products without the benefit of federal inspection and poultry products. These two individuals have decided that to intimidate us, and basically videotape us as he is doing currently.
No, well, we work with this guy, and so, you know.
Okay. I got you.
We're here on his behalf,
So
not
let's
theirs.
let him finish, and then I'll talk to you guys.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay.
And to my knowledge, these two are not selling the product. Yes, we are only worried about him. Yeah, these two had no skin in the game
Okay.
at all.
All right, let's step back here real quick. Just hang tight for me, guys. We'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Feel like I'm up right now. Might end up in court. Just
My hands shake too much for this shit.
just put it against your chest. That way it's not obvious what you're doing either. I'm just going to tell the officer what the laws are.
That's fine.
Well, I mean,
If
how are
it-
we breaking the law? There's such thing as freedom of press.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys? So just so you know, I'm also recording as well. So
Okay.
you know all that.
That's
but,
cool.
That's fine.
So this here, basically, I mean, what's kind of going on? Are you guys just filming him, or what?
Well, we're in the farmer's market over here. Our friend and neighbor and cooperative member was raided by these guys and made to illegally dump his products.
Okay.
He's operating under the Wyoming Food Freedom Act. He's operating under the Traditional Food Act of Wyoming, both of which allow him to do what he's doing. And then these three federal agents pull up here and make him walk back here and dump his product without compensating him, and that's against the law.
Okay.
That's the law in Wyoming. They say they're above the law. So you're the law. You tell me what's above the law.
Certainly. Well, you know, I don't usually deal with federal.
And then we walked over here to stand with and be a witness to what they were trying to run him
asking a
down.
question about the poultry because it says in the Food Freedom Act,
And
poultry is exempt from the no meat thing.
And there's the
Okay.
Food Freedom Act, and he's exempt.
Okay.
And that's what I was asking about that. Frank understands the law better than I do. He came over and talked to him too, and they told him to go
They
away.
told me I was intimidating them for standing on public property watching what was going on.
And I did talk to him, you know, and let him know that about that sort of thing. So, but anyway, you know, you do have a freedom to film. You do have a freedom to stand.
I
there,
told him
sort
that.
of stuff.
It's called freedom of press.
Unless Sears asks us to leave, I think we're okay on the
No
public
one-
parking.
If Sears did ask you to leave,
No
okay.
one
Absolutely.
threatened anybody.
Okay.
It just when
And she-
questions were asked, she said, "You don't want to harass federal officers."
That we're intimidating federal officers, and we
it's
certainly
like,
were not.
No,
Certainly.
he wasn't. He was.
Okay.
He
I
was
was
12 feet
asking-
away from her. He was asking questions.
Uh-huh.
She didn't think that he had the right to ask.
Okay.
She thinks she's above the law.
Certainly.
And-
Okay. Well, right now, basically what they're doing is, they're doing their federal stuff, and so whatever charges they're going to file, that sort of thing, I don't decide those.
Right. I
understand.
The Agriculture Department's a whole different department than what we are.
This
that
is
sort
not
of
the
stuff,
state
so,
agriculture department. This is federal.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, I guess it, federal agriculture, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I
None
don't
of them
even
are from
know
Wyoming,
exactly how it
actually.
is. So, anyway, they do have identification for that sort of stuff, and so basically, they have different charges that they can issue and that sort of thing. So, what they're doing is up to them. That's kind of where it's.
So does he have any standing for having his product thrown away against his will? He was forced to walk it back there and put it in the dumpster.
That would be something that you would have to talk to their department about. If you basically if you think if they violated your rights,
They violated the law of Wyoming.
Who
should we call?
An attorney is who you need to call, because the only way that I can't charge him at this point because
For
he's
theft?
right at this point because he's enacting within what he says is his authority. So it's going to be a civil matter where you need to hire an attorney and
Theft
basically
is a
take it to
civil
court.
matter.
Well, it depends. Okay. I don't know that law, but an attorney does. Okay. And that's the reason why I'm not going to enforce that sort of thing on his side or your side, because I'm going to kind of pull my hands out of it.
Well, I hear where you're standing
understand,
too.
Yeah. Just because if I'm charging another
I
federal
just
officer,
wanted to
for
let you
doing
know they
Yeah.
were just trying to help me out. They weren't
Yeah.
intimidating.
something. Okay.
No one was threatened.
And that's what it sounds like to me in that sort of stuff. So
And this lady in the pink shirt just blew a gasket on us.
okay.
And she's still, you can, just by looking at her,
Uh-huh.
she's just about to blow up again.
Okay. So,
And he's had that same demeanor
okay.
as talking to you now. He just
Above
wants to
the
know
law.
the answers.
Right.
We don't have to, no, I don't care what the law is in Wyoming, we're above the law. They
Uh-huh.
said that. Not exact quotation, but that's what they said.
Okay.
And so, then they call the cops on us
Yeah.
because they're above the law.
Okay.
Cops, I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you
Yeah,
cop.
well, I don't know exactly where all this comes from and that sort of stuff. I don't know exactly where all their authority comes from. Obviously, it's some sort of federal government agency. It's kind of like if there was an FBI agent here, it'd be something a little bit different. But, and they would obviously have the authority to make a
I don't
different movement.
think they
so.
have authority to seize people's products and
Well,
destroy
these
them.
people here, I'm not saying that they do, or I'm not saying they don't. That's according to them, they do in their laws. So, but what you do need to do is if you want to go back against that, that's a civil thing, basically with attorneys, where you need to go back to court and then a judgment.
Sorry. Can I get your name in case we have to take this to court?
It'll be on the report, okay?
Thank you.
They don't say that. This is what I expect from our public. Respect and talk.
Do you guys have IDs on you? Do you mind if I check those real quick? Or?
I don't
Do
care.
you suspect of us a crime?
I don't.
Well,
I'm just
I'll tell you
asking
my
if I
name.
can
It's
check
Frank
this
Wallace.
Okay.
You can look me up. W-A-L-L-I-S.
Okay. And do you have your date of birth too?
You can look it up.
Okay.
I'm all over the internet.
Okay.
I work a lot on the food laws in Wyoming. I know what's
Okay.
going on.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, if you just want to do this real quick, and then Frank Wallace real quick. So,
Did you get the
just
spelling? Did you get the spelling?
I think so.
Well, you
Let's
better.
see if he did. So, yeah. But
Well, thanks.
well, not really doing much. Just kind
That's
of.
okay.
I guess we're waiting for
You're
them to-
you're kind of like helping us,
Well, waiting for these people
You're
to
being
hand out
civil
paper.
about it, so that's awesome.
And that's what we expect,
Yeah.
just if there's
Well,
a
that's what we
disagreement,
try to
let's
be,
figure
so.
it out. You're not threatening us to be arrested by standing here on public property.
Certainly.
And they were trying to intimidate us when they called you guys, obviously. And I'm sorry, I'm
Definitely.
push a little harder, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I enforce the city code here. I enforce the Constitution. I enforce the Wyoming Constitution.
And the laws of the state of Wyoming.
Yep.
And then
And so
there's the law.
say so.
What's that?
Just your age.
Oh, close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Within 10 years. I'm 22. I had a rough childhood.
There you go. Younger than me, even, man.
Yes, sir, I am. I
My
wish.
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys traveling elsewhere? Is this?
No, this is a farmer's market year-round here in
Okay.
Gillette.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. And we're here outdoors every Tuesday, even though we're moving locations.
Okay.
But we've been running farmers markets for 15 years.
Okay.
And so I'm very familiar with what's allowed here with the food laws, and they're definitely breaking them. at this
Okay.
point.
Certainly.
Definitely
Well, you know,
breaking
at any point that any officer violates those laws, that's why we have that other side of the court is to have that adjusted or changed. So, you know, you could always, I'm sure that this gentleman can provide you with a supervisor if you'd like to speak to them too. But those are your kind of where you could go and that sort of stuff. So,
I'll ask him.
yeah, just a second. But
Okay.
we'll let them finish
Until they
it
come over.
because I think he'll come back and then we'll just let him talk to you then.
Just wait.
That way we can just get this done quicker and
Yeah, that's what we want.
all that stuff.
Did you even get their names?
He has their cards, but I don't know who's.
Oh yeah, that's right. I recorded the names off the cards.
So there'll be a police report that we can get these people's names and who each one of these are?
Yeah, can we get a copy of the police report?
Well, so far, basically it's just call notes is what will document this, just that everything was de-escalated and that sort of stuff. Since there's no real crime being committed as far as what we can enforce, it's just something that we type in some notes there saying that this was de-escalated, that sort of stuff.
Oh, because your partner, I asked him for his name just for the record, and he told me it'd be in the report.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
it's technically a report. Like, basically, if you go down to the police department, request those call notes, our names will be in there, along with any other names that we run.
So what do we need to get that? Your name or?
Yeah, yep. And I can get you the call number on that, and then
Okay.
you can come
We'd
down.
like to have that.
But like I said, it's not like an official drawn out thing. It's just a real simple documentation of kind of what happened here and that sort of thing.
So is it okay if we ask these people to identify themselves when they come up here to talk to you, Tim?
They did identify themselves. to me.
Which one's which?
Oh, I don't.
Well, that's all right. We'll figure it out.
Hi.
Heather.
Well, Frank voluntarily decided he'd like to destroy the product, so that's what happened.
Okay.
This is a paper saying that he destroyed the product.
Okay.
And would you like to sign this form? Just right here.
What is this?
It's voluntary destruction. He elected to voluntarily destroy the product. All it says is he voluntarily destroyed approximately 30 pounds.
Did you voluntarily destroy
It's
your
not
products?
even my name.
Oh,
Sorry.
What is your name now? Ma'am?
What's your name?
Will that be in the report with her name?
Frank Alfred
No, not
Thompson.
at
That's
this
what you
point.
told us your
No,
name was.
my name's
So-
John Alfred
Oh,
Thompson.
I'm sorry.
Big John's Green Chili.
I wouldn't sign that unless she identifies herself.
Well,
I can ask him when they come back over and that sort of stuff. So.
yeah.
To just ignore a citizen that pays their salary. Not a
And
unreasonable.
I don't stand for their department. I don't know what their policies are. I don't enforce that stuff. Like I said, okay. Are those the cards, or do you?
Yeah, these are their cards.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he has the cards then.
But I just asked her name because I don't know which card is hers.
Yeah. And she's actually the one that's breaking Wyoming law if she's giving you a citation or whatever she's giving you.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's a citation. It sounds like it's documentation. So,
Well, they're saying it's a voluntary destruction, which they told me they were going to seize it, and I said, well, can I keep the jars? So they told me I could throw it out and keep the jars.
So if I were you, I would ask them a question. What happens if I do not sign this?
Yeah.
Because you're
Refuse your
admitting to a
signature.
guilt, basically, with their papers right there.
Yeah. You can't admit guilt. It has to be proven.
I mean, it's up to you. It's your business. But they should answer that question. What happens if I don't agree to your paper? And then see what they say.
Well, I guess she's camera shy.
Huh?
I guess she's camera shy.
Well, I've got 1,500 people who violate food freedom list, and I have legislators on our side. Feds have no business coming in here trying to override legislation.
John, I apologize for that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, John, I apologize for that. I miswrote your name on the paperwork.
What happens if I do not sign this?
This is a statement, the information that you gave us. Can you read it and just let me know
I'll shake with my left hand.
if I've missed anything? Because you gave that to us freely and voluntarily.
You said I voluntarily destroyed it.
That's what you did. You elected
Well,
voluntary
you told me you were
destroy.
going to seize it.
Yes, I could have done that, but you voluntarily decided voluntary destroy it.
You would have just took the jars and run? What happens then if you do that?
We got 20 days to detain the product.
So seriously, you would have taken the jars and run? Is that what you did? I'm asking because I don't know.
I'm not going to talk in front of the camera because it's illegal to talk and
Is
have
it illegal to
federal
talk in front of-
officers videotape.
No, it's not. It's called the
I've already
freedom
asked
of
for
press.
I've already asked for the law specifically. Can you provide that now?
As far as that'd be something that you guys would have to enforce. I can't do anything about that because it is legal in America to film on property. So that's however you guys go about those reports.
Oh well.
And I don't think you answered his question. What happens if he doesn't sign?
Is the information in the paperwork correct?
You don't have to say yes or no.
How about you just leave the paperwork with him and let him consult the lawyer and then get back to you?
Now, I'll repeat my question. What happens if I do not sign?
You do not have to
Does
sign
that
the form.
escalate something?
No, you do not have to sign the form.
I'm not trying to be difficult, but I don't want to admit guilt either.
Right.
And that's what they're asking you to do.
No, this is true. The information here you provide us that you were born, it says where you were born, that you've been making this product for 30 years. It said the last 6 months that you decide to sell this product at farmer's market. This is Big John's green chili. It has the ingredients of your product. It said you also sell various pork meat burritos. You started selling this product to your family and friends, and you suggested I make and sell these items for retail. And you were told from following vendors at farmers markets that Big John's green chili and Big John's green chili chicken chili, all they needed was a label, ingredients, and statement of home prepared without inspection. And that's what you said was true. And you purchased items from local grocery stores to make your products. That's all this is saying.
Don't sign. I'm not your lawyer.
Yeah, I'd wait and talk to a lawyer first. See what they have to say about it.
I'm just going to write on here, if you do not want to sign this form, that
I don't
You elect not-
understand the purpose of signing it or not signing it.
They're trying to get you to admit guilt.
okay, I'm just going to make a note on here saying that you elect not to sign this form.
Yeah, without legal counsel. Not that I want to go get legal counsel.
Which I think that's
Thanks.
yours, right? Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys. We're all done here?
Certainly. I don't know yet. We'll see if these guys are done real quick.
And I'd
Are you
still
guys
like to
still
know
working
who's
on
here.
a couple things with these gentlemen? Or? Okay. Yeah, it sounds like we might have some more for you to look at.
Hello.
In your report, will you be able to tell us which one of these persons are with?
No.
How can we find that out?
We'll just get the
But-
cards and call
well,
each
he
number
has-
individually.
He has those cards for everyone.
But he doesn't know who's who.
Okay, we'll
They
get the
hand them all
cards.
at the same time.
Look,
What?
get the cards.
She's the
Call one of
actually
the
trying to
numbers, and
violate his
whoever
rights.
phone rings, that's who that person
Well,
belongs to.
we can certainly ask her again when she comes back up
Well,
here.
she looks at me and
But,
even though she's a public employee, she refuses to talk to a citizen.
okay.
That's pretty chicken shit.
Well,
On
yeah.
camera. You
Yeah,
got me.
I'm not federal, so.
You got me on camera. That's pretty chicken shit.
One of the best states in the country.
Wyoming, yeah.
I need to get me one of those snazzy little cameras.
Yeah, and you don't have to hold your arm up the whole time.
Yeah, I know, man.
Is that what this is on?
No, look at his hat.
For this too.
Oh, we
Look at
got
his
one
hat.
there.
Yeah,
I didn't see that
it's
one.
camera, man. Snazzy, dude.
Yeah.
High tech shit. How
That's
much
where
those
the
run?
country is now. I don't know, man. So
Damn.
they just handed them out. So
Yeah, those are issued, so you don't really
Yeah.
know the price.
no.
How does yours look? Yours looks different than his.
No, they're the same.
Same thing.
He's got a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that a side view camera too? Yeah.
No, it's just the mount for it.
Oh,
John, this is what I've written. That you refuse to sign the documents without legal counsel.
Okay.
And at that, you do not obtain a copy of the statement because you refuse to sign.
Okay.
and her name.
And
Yeah.
you are, ma'am?
Did you want to
What was your
provide
name?
your first name? They were just asking who was who
He
here.
has our cards.
No, but
Yeah, but he doesn't know which one's which.
I don't know whether you're Catherine or Vicky.
You refuse. You're a federal employee, and you refuse to identify yourself.
No, I've shown you my credentials.
We'll show him again because he doesn't have it. Get a shot of
I'm
this.
not trying to be difficult.
That's Vicky.
Can we read this? sir?
Victoria. I got it on the camera.
I can't. That's their
cool.
policy, sir. I can't make them violate
There
their
we go.
policy. I can't make you guys go against that
And
either. So
Supposed officer of the United States is not required to identify themselves.
I can't force them to do that, sir. I'm not part of their agency. So, okay.
Get their license plate again.
You there?
Yeah.
Sir.
License plate.
Make sure you get their face up. Very good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. It's truck here.
Get her face.
I already got her face, dude.
That's good. Just keep it on.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Hello? You aren't even gonna answer my question?
This is all going on Facebook. Be happy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good day.
You also